Okay, so I actually collected seeds last year and this spring. Some of these seeds I didn't um, actually collect until after the cold, especially some of the flower seeds. But this one is Sassafee, and you're going to wonder what it looks like, and so I'm going to show you what it looks like. The seeds look like this. Now, these seeds, you can plant them along the fence. I'm going to plant these along the side of the chicken coop cage. It'll provide shade in the summertime for my chickens. And you can actually eat the roots of this vegetable and some of the stalk. This is a vegetable that was grown in Europe for years that is able to grow in very poor soil. And it's a root vegetable. I'm just going to throw it in there. Harvested some yellow pepper seeds. Calendula, it's an herb, flower. It's really nice to grow. I harvested a lot more seeds than this. It's just part of it. And you notice I zeroed out the scale first before I even did this with the box in there. And there's some more sassafee seeds. And I'm going to grow these along the fences, along the front yard. People won't even know it's food. It is. It really is food. Red bell peppers, red and yellow bell peppers. Some butternut squash. Sweet cherry peppers. Honeydew. I saved a few Great Lakes pole beans. This is enough to plant a whole bunch of beans, folks. That's all you really need. You'll have so many beans you don't know what to do with them. Some black seed sunflowers for my chickens. I'm going to grow some more of those this year again because they'll really enjoy eating it throughout the winter. I've almost ran out except for the seeds. Some more butternut squash that I saved. Oh, it's up to 1.7 pounds. There we go. Purple plum radishes. And these can be planted like you want to start planting them like plant them once and then plant every 2 weeks because these mature in about 28 days. In 4 weeks you'll have food. So if you're going to think about a prepping situation, you really need to think about planting radishes because they are a viable vegetable. Parsnips. This is what I got off the 3 plants. Okay. Yeah, we're up to 2.5 pounds of seeds. This is some leek seeds that I grew. I harvested them this year. Butter crunch lettuce. It only takes a few little seeds like this to grow a whole bunch of them. More calendula. It's an herb. Yeah, sort of disorganized, I guess. Oh, and some rainbow carrots. I know what these are. I didn't mark them, but these are rainbow carrots. And these are heirloom, non-GMO. And you get to look at the seeds. This is what the seeds look like. And guess what? I got a whole bag of these. I can grow carrots till the cows come home. And we're up to almost 3 pounds of seeds added this year. Some hyssop. It's in the Bible. Hyssop is in the Bible. I harvested these just a couple days ago. And so I can grow more hyssop, even though the ones I had survived the winter, and they're still growing. Believe it or not. They survived -8 degrees weather. More rainbow carrots. Anybody need any carrots? Now, the rainbow carrots take anywhere from 75 to 100 days to grow. More like 90. But this is Butterhead's lettuce. That's gourmet lettuce. I didn't mark the bag, but I know what they are. This is my dill weed harvest. And I'm going to start them a little bit later this year because my cucumbers didn't come on until later in the year. So these will probably get planted late late in the summer. But they're pretty hefty, and they look pretty much like carrots if you look at them. Let's take a look at these. Put some in my hand right here and show you. Okay, those are the dill weeds. They look a lot like carrots, but they're not. And these came off with just a few plants. Just a few plants. Created these. I think I took these off like 6 plants. I let 6 of them go. Cherry pie pumpkins. I collected some of those from my pumpkins this year. Boy, did they do good. They grew like crazy. Jalapenos. I harvested a bunch of jalapeno seeds. That's more than enough to grow a bunch of peppers. More rainbow carrots. I think I need to give some away. Maybe I'll give them to Joe or something over there. I think you'll know Joe. This is some more black coral seed sunflowers that I grew this year. We're up to 4.1 pounds. I just harvested these, but these are marigolds, and these are the petite ones. And you can see the marigold seeds right there. See, I haven't broken the pods. It keeps adding up. Now these are the Cracker Jack marigolds. Got quite a few of them too. I just need to break them out of the pods. They look the same as the other one. I get the pile here. Some pickling cucumbers. I got more that I'm drying out now. I haven't even really harvested all the cucumber seeds. So, still waiting on those. I think I've got a few more left in here. A ruby red gourmet lettuce. There you go. That's more than enough to grow a whole bunch of stuff. So, there's even more down here somewhere, but you know, you get the idea. Save your own seeds, folks. I got almost 4.5 pounds of seeds. That can grow a pretty big garden. That can grow a ton of carrots and sunflowers and pumpkins and whatnot. I suggest this year you don't go for the novelty. You know, I want to try this new vegetable. Go with stuff that you eat, and make sure you research how to grow it. And what I'm going to do now, I didn't even show you the potato seeds that I have because I already planted them, but they weighed about 20-30 pounds worth of potato seeds. And they kept all winter long in the house because guess what? The ones you get at the store, the potatoes you get at the stores, they're already almost a year old in the first place, and they've been sprayed with growth inhibitors. You're getting dead food out of the stores. You're not getting fresh potatoes. So, you know, all in all, 4.5 pounds of these seeds, about 20 or 30 pounds, I think, if I weighed it out right. I think it was almost 30 pounds of potato seeds for starting stuff. And I even talked about my half slips from my sweet potatoes and junk like that. But, you know, everything I grow is heirloom. And guess what? If something does hit the fan and things go to hell here and the supply lines go away, if you have a box of seeds like this, great. Because I save my own seeds nowadays and I grow my own food. And mostly I haven't bought a lot of seeds in the last 2 or 3 years because of the certain fact is that I grow my own and they germinate just fine. Think about what you're going to grow this year and then think about what you need in your soil and how you can grow it. And I'm going to start covering stuff. The first one will probably be on Tuesday about potatoes. How to grow potatoes, how to use natural organic fertilizers for it, how to make fertilizers for it, and other stuff like that. So that if the grid does go down and you're on your own with no seeds, hopefully you have seeds and you have heirloom seeds because they'll reproduce the same product again. These hybrids are not going to work for you. And you'll be able to grow your own food and take notes on it because it's going to be very important in the future. So I hope this is very informative tonight, and I'm going to go over the NPK levels, the nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium levels that you need, along with other trace elements for your vegetables. And I'm going to start with potatoes, and if you have a suggestion of what other vegetable you would like to know about, whether they require high nitrogen, medium nitrogen levels, or low nitrogen levels, don't rule out parts of the thing either. I'm going to stress that when raising potatoes because you really need a lot of phosphorus when you're actually promoting cell growth in a lot of these vegetables, especially root vegetables. And there's a certain time to hit them with the chemicals or hit them with the nitrogen, and there's times where you need to hit them with trace elements. So hopefully this will be informative, and we'll go through each vegetable, but give me a suggestion on what vegetable next you think you would like me to talk about and how to grow it in the growth cycle and everything else, and how long it takes. And I'm still working on my website. I haven't finished the companion plant grow chart, but it's also going to have the pH levels. It's also going to have the how to grow this vegetable throughout its life cycle, so that you know how to grow it, how to add the right stuff to the right soil at the right time, so that you're not wondering why are my potatoes so small? Well, because you didn't feed them any phosphorus, any phosphate. That's what it is. And you know, magnesium or manganese, stuff like that, boron. It's very important to a lot of plants that you hit them at the right time with the right fertilizers. And if you can do it organically, then you don't have to depend upon, oh, if they run out of fertilizer, which we're talking about now, that we could possibly run out of fertilizer because of oil, because they make it out of oil. They make the nitrogen, ammonium nitrate out of oil. Guess what? It's only been within the last 100 years or so that urea, which is also a nitrogen-based thing, that they use in those semi-trucks to clean up the, the atmosphere. They also have been producing that for centuries by using animal urine, which is what it basically is. That's what urea is. That's punched with nitrogen, and even humans contain that. And I'll be going over that on the potato video on Tuesday about how the life cycle and what you need for nutrients for your vegetables and everything else. So I appreciate you watching, and have a great day.